One of the biggest problem makers for low back pain are the glute muscles. So in order to stretch glutes, it's a very, very easy process. You can do it either in a seated position or you can do it laying down on your back. I'm going to show you the seated position because you can do this pretty much everywhere except for driving. Don't do this while you're driving. Grab yourself the old classic whatever chair that you have laying around. It does not matter as long as the chair allows for somewhat 90 degrees in both the hips and the knees. If you're like way down here and your knees are kind of popping up above your hips, you might want to get a different chair for this one. So when I'm in this seated position, all that I'm going to do is take one ankle on the opposing knee, just like that. And again, if it starts where this is all that you can manage, that's okay. Hold that knee up for yourself instead of worrying about it going down towards the ground, because this is a very compromised and tight glute position. So when you're right here, or right here, wherever your neutral is, I want you to think, again, marionette string is pulling you straight up, and instead of rolling forward, what I want you to do is keep that spine nice and straight. So instead, what you're going to do is think the chin and the chest are going to go forward at the same time, the same pace, right? One's not in front of the other. So when I'm nice and straight up, I'm going to exhale and only bend like a hinge at the hips, okay? So that spine remains straight and, whew, okay, right here on the outside of the leg that's up, this is where you're going to start feeling it. So the big thing that you want to remember is not only are you going straight forward, if you can get your torso to go laterally or sideways over towards your foot or past your foot, that's where you're going to notice the biggest stretch into the back side as well. So, deep breath in, nice straight spine, and forward until I feel the stretch right about there. And then, if I can, I'm going to just slowly kind of lean over. Now, if your knee starts popping up like that, then try your best to hold it stable. And if that's not working, you gotta go back to your neutral position, because this one is going to take time, because the glute muscles are incredibly powerful muscles. They handle pretty much all of our leg motion backwards. So when we're walking, the backward kick, like we're skateboarding, that's what the glutes handle, okay? So, up nice and tall, chin and chest go forward. I can slightly lean over that foot, and right here, when I feel like, okay, that's all that I can do, that's all the forward motion that I can make, I breathe into that pressure, and then I relax everything forward again. Good. Show you from a side angle here. That's about my maximum. There. That's all the further that I can really go. So, 5 to 10 deep breaths, whatever your tolerance is, and then slowly come back out. Let that foot rest down. I feel a little funny in the kneecap, and then again the other side. And you can see my left knee likes to pop up more than my right does. So this side I just got to take a little more time. That's about the furthest that I can go on this one, right here. So you can tell which side I'm going to be focusing on, okay? Okay. And that one I started feeling come right up past the belt line into my lower back. And if you feel that, it's okay as long as it's not a sharp pull or a spasm feel. If that's the case, get yourself out of the position, go back to neutral nice and slow, start over again in the future.